Hey guys, I just wanted to make an update. Welcome to my two little peas. This is one of my little peas. He is 4 months, March 17th. My other little pea is sleeping right now, and she was 2 December 30th, so she's 2 and some change. And hello, say hi. Can you be hi? Can you behave? You behave. You're not gonna be crazy, huh? Not crazy? Yeah, it's a little late. It's 9:24 at night. I'm tired. I don't really know how to I can't really combine a whole update in one. It's been really crazy. It's been really hard adjusting to two kids. My husband had to go back to work right away. He did end up having a good amount of time off, but he couldn't take it until December, and so that really stunk. So in the very beginning I had them both, and I couldn't make any updates because I honestly didn't have any time. I didn't know what to talk about. I was just a frazzled mess. I got through it, obviously. I'm still alive. They haven't killed me yet. How do I sum it all up? Because there's so much to talk about. So much that has happened. We had a good run-in with Calic, and I did try non-dairy, non-soy. Nothing. That did not work, did not help me. He was still crying. This lasted from about 3.5 to 7 weeks, I'd say. Those weeks were hell. But they were a lot better than when Megan had Calic. Megan would cry for 8 hours, and he only cried for about 5. So it was still easier than Megan's, but still very hard to get through, and nothing was working. So what I found that worked, actually, was taking a probiotic acidophilus pill, and I recommend that to anybody and everybody who has a colicky baby, to at least try it. For breastfeeding mamas, they sell it in pills, so I took the pills because I'm exclusively feeding him. And yes, before anybody asks me, I have been breastfeeding him since the day he was born. I'll go into that in a little bit, but he's still being breastfed. And they have drops of the acidophilus probiotic that you can put into the bottles if you're pumping or you're giving formula, or you can give it directly to him. I recommend it. It is a lifesaver. It saved me from many nights of crying and just despair and being a mess. And that's partially why I didn't make videos, because I couldn't, because I emotionally just didn't know what to talk about. Like, I couldn't say I was totally happy, and I couldn't really remember everything because I was, doing it. I feel like I'm always doing something, even now during the day. Like, I can't just sit down and make a video. Now that my daughter's asleep, I can, but now, if she were awake, I'd be reading her a book, getting her food, trying to calm him down. You know what I mean? It's crazy, and some people can really juggle it really awesome, and maybe I'm not like one of those people, but I'm gonna do my best. So he has been breastfed. He's been breastfed since day 1. He has had a few bottles of formula, and that was right after he was born. He did not latch at all. He didn't latch after birth. He didn't latch in the hospital, and he certainly didn't latch at home. I did speak with the lactation consultant when I was in the hospital. She told me to finger feed him. She told me to finger feed him for the first few months, I guess, and then he would get it on his own. I'm like, you crazy woman. I'm not finger feeding my child. It's crazy. How am I going to do that with a 2-year-old? I mean, I'm not... no disrespect to anybody who does. I'm just saying it just would not work out for me. I would have quit breastfeeding. And I told her, I said, what about a nipple shield? Oh, she was like, no nipple shield, nipple confusion, blah, blah, blah. Ladies, a nipple shield saved my life. I got home and I really didn't want to give up. I didn't want to just say, here, have a bottle, I can't do it. I wanted so badly to be able to breastfeed this time around. I wanted it to be successful. So I was willing to try whatever it is I had to do because I wanted to breastfeed. It was like one of the goals I wanted to achieve. I didn't really have a direction of how long I wanted to. I just knew that I wanted to, and that was enough for me to try to figure it out and not just give up right there like I did with Megan. I was just so, determined. And I didn't care at that point if he got attached to the nipple shield because I wanted that bond. I wanted him to have my breast milk, and I wanted to be able to breastfeed whatever way I could. So I got the nipple shield. He took to the shield right away. It was amazing. Every day I would try for a couple weeks after the nipple shield to get him to latch on, and he would not latch. But slowly and surely in the second week, he started to latch, and one day I just kind of said, you know what? He's done with the nipple shield. He'll just have to learn. And he did. He got it, and he got it right away, and ever since he's been about 3 weeks, he has been completely on the booby. He doesn't seem to mind. He latches perfectly. I had a lot of latching difficulties in the beginning because I have flat inverted nipples, and it was hard because no matter what I would do, the nipple would never stay out. So I would pump, the nipple would come out while I was pumping, but as soon as I took that pump off, the suction stopped, the nipple went back down to normal. Some women, that doesn't happen, and some women have naturally, I don't know how to, naturally perky nipples, I guess, and that's just not me. Glad we got that back on track, and he's breastfeeding, he's perfect. I have got a really good supply. I've probably got about 1,300, about 12 to 1,300 ounces frozen in my freezer, so I'm going to get a deep freezer to put it in. And I don't know, I'm looking into donating, but I'm still not really sure of what or who I want to donate to yet. And that doesn't really matter who. I just want to make sure whoever I donate it to, if I choose to, will use it. So, because that means a lot to me, because that was hours and months of pumping, and I'm not willing to just throw that away, to throw it to the wind and give it to somebody who doesn't need it. So, and for me, I looked into the milk banks, and while I really love what they're doing, it's like, it's not it doesn't seem like it's affordable, and I'd be willing to go through testing to give my breast milk to somebody. I would, if I knew they would be using my milk constantly, and I could pump for them, and for him, and I would go get the testing they needed done. I obviously know for my own, I know that I don't have anything like that somebody would be worried about, but still, I would do it just, if I knew somebody was going to use it. So I'm not yet sure what I'm going to do with it, but I've got quite a bit of an oversupply. And, hi, yes. I still haven't had a form-up appointment for him, so I can't really give you any stats if you're going to ask that. I'm assuming he's good. Look at his little chunky thighs. Look at the chunky chops. Look at the chunky chops. They're just so cute. And I love his little onesie. Hanging with my peeps. You can't really see it. Let me see. Hanging with my peeps, and then it's got 3 little chicks with glasses. Can't see. But Megan is doing really well. The adjustment for her has been really good, I have to say. She has surprised me in so many ways. In the very beginning in the hospital, she wouldn't pay attention to him at all. She didn't look at him. She wouldn't look at me. She just was so withdrawn. I think it was the environment that was kind of a bit scary for her. And the situation, it just was a weird situation. And she was kind of out of her element. And I don't think it was very comfortable. Came home, and the next day, the first day that was, second day, she told me she loved me, which I loved. And of course, pronounced, but it still made me feel good. And she gave him a kiss, and she gave me a kiss. So the second day, I was definitely feeling a lot better, a lot more calm. I cried my eyes out, my heart out in the hospital. I missed her so bad. I couldn't be with her. And my husband was with her, because I didn't want it to be so unusual for her, or to have to be alone. So she stayed with Daddy while I was in the hospital. I got home and got out. The first week was really rough. She didn't really pay much attention to him. But then after that, she kind of started poking at him a little bit. And now she just loves him. Now she just wants him to do everything with her. She's like, come on, baby, come on, let's do stuff. The only thing that really irritates me about her is that she is a brat. Like, when he's sleeping, especially, she loves going up to him in his face and saying, "Wake up, wake up." That means to wake up. That's how she says it. Just she says, "Wake up, wake up." It's cute because she calls him her little bugger, because she can't say brother, so she calls him her little bugger. It's the most adorable thing ever. So it's really cute, and she just loves him. She gives him hugs and kisses. She brings him toys, diapers, wipes his face. She is just the most helpful sis. I think he has reflux. Yucky. I'm going to talk to your doctor. And it's been hard. It's been a hard road for me too. adjusting the first week was tough. I cried every night putting her to bed. I would cry and cry and cry because I just missed her a lot. I missed her so much because I just was so used to her and me and being able to cuddle with her at night and being able to cuddle with her for nap time, and I couldn't do that anymore. I just couldn't. And it really stunk. It was really, really hard. And I have been struggling with postpartum depression. Some days are better than others. Today's a pretty good day because I was pretty busy with the kids. We had a birthday party to go to today, so it was nice. Naked baby? Really? Ooh la la, naked baby. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, some days are better than others. What really surprised me is I brought this up to my doctor. And I was saying, I'm just not feeling really good. I'm just feeling kind of, just blasé, whatever that means. I just wasn't feeling very good. And she said, well, why don't we prescribe you Zoloft? Okay, and I'm like, alright, I'm a little sketchy about that. I'm not only worried about for me. I mean, I know I've realized this is fine for a lot of people, and I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. This is my personal view of what I feel about that specific drug. Zoloft for me, I'm just a little concerned because I don't want it to change my body chemistry. I've heard of so many stories that people feel really great, but then once they're off of it, they feel a million times worse than they were before they even got on it. So I'm really concerned about that. And two, she said, and it will pass through your breast milk and get to him, but it's okay. And to me, when she said that, I was like, what? Red flag? I'm sorry. I just felt terribly nervous about that because I'm like, my baby's going to get Zoloft. I don't need his mood to be changed. You know what I mean? I don't want him to feel like a zombie, So that really scared me that it would just be okay like that. And I realized some people do that, and maybe my case isn't as serious as other people's, and maybe that's why I just haven't done it, because if it was truly that serious, or to a point where I felt like I was going to be crazy, I don't know. I mean, I am having a hard time, but to me, risking it for him is just not worth it. I would risk it for me in a heartbeat, not him, That's very scary to me, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to insult anybody who does. What else? So he's exclusively breastfed, so I can't tell you how much he's getting, but he's a chunky boy. He looks really good. I keep trying with the bottle, just give him a little water, because he has been having problems going to the bathroom. He will skip 6 or 7 days in between going, and that really bothers me. I don't understand why, but, so I'm trying to push the water, and pediatrician doesn't seem to be concerned about it, so I don't know. His weight gain seems to be fine. I don't know what he weighs, but I'll find out soon. I think we're going to be starting some cereal, in a week or so, because he turns on the 17th and today's the 10th. So, yeah, in about a week he'll be starting some cereal, just a little bit in the morning. Yeah, bugs. And so that should be interesting. A new journey with baby. Hopefully that'll help keep the spit up to a minimum. I just off the video, my little boy was getting all crazy on me. I forgot where I left off, but so Zoloft was a no-go. Don't know what I was talking about. I don't know. Well, anyway, my camera won't let me go back. So I'm on my webcam right now. I did get a new camera. It is a Nikon D3100, and I'm in love with it. But for some reason,